Today we're going to make a Dutch oven shepherd's pie. I'm Suzanne Ridgway, this is Let Us Eat, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my link and checking me out. Today we are going to do a Dutch oven shepherd's pie. Real easy to do, to throw together. It's going to be about 30 minutes prep time, 30 to 35 minutes cook time. But I promise you, it's going to be simple and it's going to go fast, and you're going to be glad that you tried this. I have never made this particular way in the Dutch oven. I did, however, do a Dollar Tree version of the shepherd's pie, and I can link that video in my description box below. This was a video request by Kim. If you are new here, thank you so much for checking me out. Let's look for that subscribe button below and click on it. For those that watch on a daily basis and support me every single day, thank you so much. And if you're not subscribed, I hope this is the video for you, that you will click on my subscribe button and become a part of my growing family. Don't forget, when I get to 400, we're going to do a Dollar Tree giveaway, a $5 valued prize box. And if you watch my Dollar Tree hauls, you know I buy good stuff. Also, in my description box below, I will add the link for the players list for my Dollar Tree hauls and Dollar Tree dinners. Let's give this video a big thumbs up. It would really help me out. And tap that bell. To make this delicious Dutch oven shepherd's pie, you'll need a pound of ground beef, frozen or canned mixed vegetables, 2 cans of the green giant potatoes or instant potatoes if that's what you have on hand, and Bisquick for the crust part. To begin, turn your burner on in between the 6 and the 8, a medium heat. Then you're going to spray your Dutch oven with your butter spray, whatever you have. That way it won't burn at the bottom of the pan. And we're going to cook the beef first. Take your masher and mash down the beef, breaking it up. I went ahead and defrosted my beef, or you could thaw it the night before to get it ready. Now that the ground beef is completely mashed up, I am going to season it with my spices. You're going to add about a tablespoon of the onion soup mix. So I'm just going to put in the rest of this package. It's about a tablespoon. Then you're going to add 3 teaspoons of your crushed black pepper. Make sure you give it a little bit of stir in between. You don't want it to burn. Then we're going to add 3 teaspoons of the garlic. I grabbed some water and I'm going to add in about 1/4 cup. And I drained and rinsed my mixed vegetables, or you can add in your frozen. I'm making this as friendly as possible. And you're just going to mix up the mixed vegetables in with the beef. And I only added a little bit of water just so the beef will not stick to the bottom of the Dutch oven, along with that butter spray. This is starting to turn really nice and brown, and I love using the canned vegetables because they're already tender and they don't taste tough like sometimes fresh do when you bite down on them because they didn't cook long enough. I reduced the heat further to 2. And this is what it looks like. The mixture. Smells absolutely amazing. I'm going to let this hang out and cook on low for a few more minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and mash up the potatoes. I went ahead and rinsed and drained my sliced potatoes. I also washed well the masher because you never want to cross-contaminate. And I'm just going to mash these potatoes. They're already cooked and they'll finish cooking in the oven. And the same wonderful juices at the bottom of the Dutch oven. If you don't have a Dutch oven, I highly recommend getting one. This is my first one, and I was a little afraid at first because I've used a crock pot since I was 12 years old. And I tell you, I love the Dutch oven just as much as I love my crock pot. And by the way, the slow cooker and crock pot, same thing, just different name brands. I'm so glad I picked up these canned sliced potatoes for this particular recipe. This is so simple. And mashing these potatoes like this is so therapeutic. Comment below if you agree. I hope you watched my video all the way through and comment often. And make sure you all subscribe so we can do that giveaway at 400. It's a Dollar Tree giveaway, a surprise box valued at $5. And it's all good stuff. If you watch my Dollar Tree hauls, you'll know that it's all good stuff. And I will put my Dollar Tree dinners as well as Dollar Tree hauls in my description box below for you all to enjoy. I'm going to show you what the potatoes look like. In only a few minutes time, I have the potatoes completely mashed up. And it was easy to do because they were the sliced canned potatoes that were already cooked. This is a great way to get real potato in your meal instead of using instant. But if you have instant, it's okay. Go ahead. You can even use tater tots. Whatever you feel like doing is what you do for yourself. Using the same Dutch oven that you mashed your potatoes in, you're going to spray well. You're going to add 2 cups of Bisquick. Just going to eyeball it in. You're going to add 2 teaspoons of garlic. My husband likes a nice garlic crust. This Bisquick is going to act as your pie crust for the Shepherd's pie. Then you're going to take some water and fold it in by pouring a little bit at a time until it mixes into the dough. You don't want to dump it in all at once. You want to fold it in. And once it's in a dough form, I'll take my fork and just kind of mash it down. Just a little more water. It's about 1/4 cup to almost a 1/2 cup of water folded into the flour and garlic. That is perfect. I'm going to spread it out throughout the bottom of the pan here. I'll show you an aerial view when I'm done. Make sure it covers completely the entire bottom of the Dutch oven. Give my hands a rinse. Before I put the beef on it and the potatoes, I'm going to put it in the oven for about 10 minutes or so. I went ahead and added a tablespoon of milk and a teaspoon of garlic. You don't want to over garlic because there's garlic in the crust as well as the meat mixture. You're going to use the high speed to whip up your potatoes now that they're completely mashed. If you have a stand mixer, you can use that as well. Perfect. This is a very old hand mixer that I've had for about 10 years. And I bought it secondhand for like a dime. One of the best dimes I ever spent, next to my 1980s electric pencil sharpener that I still have that I paid a dime for. Looking good. I'm going to let the oven finish out and then we're going to set up the shepherd's pie. We're going to take the Dutch oven out of the oven and we are going to assemble the shepherd's pie. This is an awesome way to use your Dutch oven and a great way to get you in and out of the kitchen quick, especially for a big recipe such as a shepherd's pie. I'm just going to dump the meat over the top of the crust here. And I'll show you an aerial view. This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to add the mashed potatoes. And I left the oven on purpose because we're going to put it back into the oven for another 30 minutes. Let's add the potatoes to the shepherd's pie. I'm glad I used my little hand mixer to finish mixing them with some milk and garlic. And if you couldn't hear with the mixer going, I used a tablespoon of milk and a teaspoon of garlic. You don't want to add too much garlic to the mashed potatoes because it's already in your meat and your crust. Make sure all the potatoes are out of the bowl. And you're going to spread it. And this is the topping of the shepherd's pie. And if you wanted to, you can add a little bit of cheese for extraordinary flavor. I have never made shepherd's pie in the Dutch oven before, and it's really that easy. I'll put everything you need to know in this description box below, including what you need to buy at the supermarket. That is just my oven telling me that we're preheated. Now I purposely put the crust in for a little bit first, so it wouldn't be so soggy and cook better. Here's what it looks like. Now I'm going to put it into the oven for around 25 to 35 minutes. And I'll stick a fork all the way through. If it comes up dry, then the crust at the bottom is completely done. Let's check on the shepherd's pie. Oh my god, it smells amazing. I'm going to put the fork all the way down. It appears to be done. but I'm going to let it sit for another 5 minutes just to make sure. The shepherd's pie is now done, and it smells absolutely amazing. Just going to make sure I turn off the timer so I don't forget about it. Try to look away because my glasses steam up every time. Oh my goodness, wow. The Dutch oven did an incredible job making this pie. I just discarded a pot holder because it started feeling really frail, and you shouldn't feel any of the heat of your pan. So if you notice the material getting thin, get rid of them and replace them. Here is what this amazing shepherd's pie looks like. I'm going to take some out and put it onto a plate so you can see it out of the Dutch oven. Alrighty then. Let's take some out of the Dutch oven. Be very, very careful. It is hot. You do not want to get burned. You just got to work it a little bit. Here's what the shepherd's pie looks like. It looks absolutely amazing, and now we're going to try some together. Let's try some of the shepherd's pie together. It smells so good. It's going to be hot, and the crust, you can see it. Look at it. Perfect. Nice garlic crust. If there are any other recipes that you would like me to tackle, let me know in comments below, and I'll surely make a video. Perfect. This is so good. And look at the mashed potatoes. And those canned potatoes from the Dollar Tree. The beef I had in my freezer. I always have Bisquick in my pantry. The mixed vegetables also from the Dollar Tree. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end and checking me out today. If you are new, or if you're just a regular viewer and you like my videos, I hope this is the video, shepherd's pie from the Dutch oven, will be the one that you'll click on my subscribe word and become a part of my growing family. Don't forget, when I hit 400, I'm going to do a Dollar Tree prize package giveaway valued at $5. Must be United States residents, so make sure you comment often. Spread the word about me. Share me to social media. Let your family and friends know about me if you like my content and what I put out daily. I upload every single day, sometimes twice a day. If you're new here, let's look for that subscribe word below and click on it. Make sure you smash that like button and smash that bell. It will let you know when I upload new content and you won't miss a thing.